so much for tuning in. It's day 47, and we're going to read the chapter 6 to 7 from this book called The Rudest Book Ever by Shweta Gangwar. So, before I go ahead and start reading, let me just check that whether this video is actually, live on Facebook, Twitch, Periscope, and YouTube on not. So wherever you're listening to, thank you so much for tuning in. So let me just share this with my Facebook page as well, because I actually live stream this on my personal Facebook profile. So that's why I see some friend requests sometimes. So yeah, go ahead and send me friend requests. Don't worry. Just tell me that why you want to be friends with me, because I just don't like to add friends without knowing a person. So it would be great if you just give a short introduction that what you do. So that would be enough. I don't think I have nothing to hide in my profile. So yeah, we can be friends. And let me just check that if it is live on YouTube. Yeah, so it's live everywhere, guys. So yeah, thank you so much, and let's just start with the today's reading. So yeah, we are going to read chapter 6 to 7, and yeah, as a ritual, let me just make this a little bit this way. Okay, you're not going to read from this from the book that you're seeing here on the screen, obviously, right? So yeah, but I keep this setup like this so that you feel that okay, I'm really reading a book. I'm not like reading from any PDF or anything like that. Okay, so yeah, I'm just actually flipping pages and reading the book. So yeah, I think that's enough. And so let's just see that how many pages that we're going to read today. So that's very important that we do every day, right? Okay, so if you're listening to me for a quite long period of time, you have understood that okay, I actually check this just to get an assumption that how many minutes it may take to read today. So from 58 to 83 pages that we're going to read today. So it's around 25 pages, I guess, right? Yeah, 25 pages that we're going to read today. Okay, not so much. Okay. I have seen one thing, when I was watching my previous interviews, people who has taken my interviews, I use this term okay a lot. Like I'm saying this, although this is accurate, okay, still does not answer. Okay, what is that? Okay, so I have seen that doing this. So if you every time you see me catch me doing this, please let me know in the comments that you were doing it. It's because I try to consciously recognize it, but it's not really always possible when I'm in a flow. So yeah, let's just read today. Okay, finding love can be a pain in the ass. Really, that's true. So he's saying that a lot of the rejections starts to hurt us more when we grow older. So and why it's impactful in the teenage is like we have some notion in the teenage guys that so the reason so we get exposed to different kind of knowledge from different group of people who are nothing but their dumb friends of the same age, older guys with age being the only credibility behind their information. So and accidental evidence from guys who were cheated and left for somebody better. So these are the incidents that may happen. So some guys says that having sex is the better, and having sex and teaching the girls is the better lifestyle because girls are untrustworthy and they cheat often. And also watching some girls, they actually consciously choose the richer man, and they also have some random sexual escapades. Some people on the internet actually take this opportunity and sell some courses like be a bad boy, become a man, a jerk. So these are the kind and honestly speaking guys, I have seen these courses as well. Popping up here and there. I don't know which people actually buy this, but I see that they're doing really well. Maybe people are buying it, but he's saying that okay, it's not, they actually don't uh, work on improve that problem. I would say they don't fix your problem, they actually uh, increase the problem more for use because their industry rely on that, right? uh, so that's the problem with the teenage guys, that's the thing. Okay, you are stupid as fuck in your teenage years. What you need to understand is so let me see that what I need to understand. So in your teenage years the brain is underdeveloped. Basically you're stupid as fuck. Because you're stupid as fuck, you're gathering information about love, romance and relationships from movies, television shows and the internet, all of which are selling what you want to see. So yeah, in the case of internet, I would say that internet is very targeted. Even in the TV and movies, it's not like that we see what we always want to see. We may get exposed to a movie which we may don't we may didn't want to see, but somehow we actually get exposed to. But in the internet, all the posts that we actually see are so much targeted by all the giants like Facebook, LinkedIn and all these social platforms. So you actually see that what you actually want to see. So it's not like something that okay, if you expose yourself to good information, I think if you open my Facebook feed, you are not going to see any kind of junk. Yes, you may see some, you can't call them junk, but these are all the posts by my friends. Sometimes I like them, sometimes I share them as well. Like some some of my friends may share a funny video sometime. So yeah, I think that's okay because Facebook is something for the relaxation. So it's not like that I go to Facebook sometime always for like being productive. It's not like that. I generally use Facebook business platform if I want to do something with my page, with my own page. And because if I go to the Facebook, I just get distracted for no reason. So yeah, and you don't know you are stupid as fuck because you think you are an adult. You think that because to you your brain is functioning properly to the best of your knowledge, and also because legally an adult means somebody who is 18 years old, which is absolute fucking nonsense. You remain considerably dumb until 25 to 26. That's when adulthood actually begins. Adulthood meaning the development of sensibility. Okay, so he's saying that actually the development of sensibility happens in the 25 to 26 age of years of age. I have a confusion here. Does this actually matter at the age, or can anyone get some get this in teenagers as well? I don't know. I see one problem. I won't say it's a problem, but I feel it's problematic in my mind when I do see much examples or any any reference to any kind of data, so that really makes me nuts, I would say. So it's very, it gives me a hard time to believe anything any authors say in the book. And I think that's just me. That's just me. Okay, I'm going to do some research on that, because um, that's the thing that I need to check. Okay. Okay, because you think of yourself as an adult, you feel you fall to see the girls as stupid as fuck too, which they are because they are teenagers or in their early 20s as well. Okay. Because you fail to realize that these girls are not adult beings, your theories on girls become your views on women in general. So you started to create your views on the women as well. It's not like only the girls, right? And because those views on women appear as core realities and women's psychology to you, the answers for why I get rejected drop a hydrogen bomb on your self-esteem. From all of this, rejection from women can cause to conclude, to get girls, I will have to become a jerk, an asshole, a playboy, a fuckboy, or whatever the new term is, and that is the only reason why I am unable to get a girlfriend. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Some actually guys become like this because of rejections, I would say. Okay. We are mostly surrounded by morons as well. No, it's too much abusive, or it's not an abusive word, I think. No problem. I really like this kind of words sometimes when it comes to the book. It depends on my mind, actually, totally. Here I like one thing. I'm going to read it as it is from the book. We are living in the age of modern advertising in which humans are the product. When you buy, you are buying who they are, how they live, who they date, who their friends are, what they wear, and what they do. You want a relationship like the one you saw in a movie. You want a girlfriend like the guys you follow online have. You want friends like those people you watch on YouTube have. You want a lifestyle like the people you follow on social media. You want pictures like the couple you follow on Instagram. You want your boyfriend to do cute things like that YouTuber's boyfriend does, because to you they seem real. All of it seems real. Right? So I agree on that. I totally agree on that. That's the harsh reality. Yeah. So because we are, as a human being, are product, all the things we most of the time see in the social media are scripted. The relationships, the way the girls look, so all the things are kind of like made in a way that we get attracted to that lifestyle which does not really exist, and to that kind of partner which does not really exist. We set our bar to that level that we can't even reach, so it does not even exist, right? So that's when we feel that okay, we actually live on that fantasy world. So that's why those movie characters actually called fictional character, right? So these are inspired by maybe true events, but it's not really actually true, right? So so that's why we actually set our bar to that level, that don't even exist. So we can't be happy in a relationship sometime. Okay, we think that okay, everyone is like uh, jerk, asshole, and they're being cheater, liar, and yeah, uncaring, boring. So these are the things, right? So the expectation of your friends that you may see on the social media, okay, these are the kind of friends that I will be having. You don't get any of that, right? So this is the thing that is being sold to you, but you don't get it, and you think that okay, I am just getting rejected maybe. So these are the things that happens, and yeah. So let's just see that what else is there, right? This chapter is a little bit interesting, I would say. So if I compare to other chapters, because yeah, I just quite like it. Maybe I don't know why, but I just like it. So it's like when we try to be on that, find that fantasy partner for us, who will do something which is not really expected from everyone in every situations. You know over time the reality actually hits, and that point of time that relationship starts to get boring, repetitive, and real. So it starts to becoming like an actual life. So that's when you feel that okay, it's not like movie at all, right? Do you think it's a good notion to be in? I don't think so, right? Yeah, but it happens, right? So I'm going to read this because I really like this line. What happened was that over time your relationship entered reality, which means to her you become boring, repetitive, and real, just like her actual life. So because your actual life is boring, that's why you are actually searching for that fantasy partner that you think that okay, he or she will make your life happening that way, because you have this notion that okay, this is the person, these are the kind of friends that I should be having, right? Because it looks good in the Instagram pictures. And in the YouTube videos, I mean, those boyfriends doing cute things for their girlfriend, but it does not really happens in the real life, right? There's something that is different, okay? And none of that is a movie like at all, right? None of it is like movie. It's movie is nothing but a fiction, and you should remember that, right? Well, okay, this thing talks about a little bit of solution, I would say. So he's saying that when rejection like this continue to happen, frustration and anger and hurt uh, occur in our mind, accompanied by doubt about your own self. So the question that you should be asking at that point is like, what am I running after? Instead of asking yourself what am I running after, you ask why am I unsuccessful of getting girls. still no self-awareness, but plenty of motivation to keep going at it. So you're just asking yourself the real question, that why you are unable to get the girls, right? So this will help you to actually find out the root cause of it, maybe. So yeah, let's see. So the point is, like, when you actually search for this kind of partners or the people or the friends around you, you are actually trying to impersonate something that you are not. So you're trying to be a person which you are actually not. So there's that problem starts actually there itself. So after all, this type of girls are your fantasies. Why would not you be biased towards believing you can have them? And that alone causes the delay in finding who you are. So the more you think that, okay, I'm going to get this kind of girls, okay, that actually helps you, that actually delays the process of finding that who you are actually, because you have now enrolled yourself into becoming somebody you are not, right? Well, I'm gonna read something as it is from the book because I find it interesting. So it's about the rejection again. So the truth is, you don't have real data on why you got rejected. In the absence of any data, you let your insecurities fill in all the reasons why you got rejected. Obviously, we try to think that, okay, that's this may be the reason, that may be the reason that I get rejected, right? What you're supposed to do is leave it at you don't have any real data. So you need to leave it saying that, okay, I don't have any real data to make this kind of judgment, right? You don't know why, right? Stop making it personal because you have nothing better to do. You don't know the nature of their wants, why they want what they want, their influences, degree of intelligence, degree of experience, who they think they are, who they actually are, and if they know who they actually are. So you don't have any data, therefore rejections from people should mean jack shit to you. So if some people reject you, say that you don't have any actually real data to make any kind of statement that why they reject you, and they should mean nothing to you. So these are all the social handles that you see right now. I post a lot of things in my social handles, in today. I also am active on LinkedIn, but I don't say this in the social media. But I'm also active in LinkedIn. So if you're in more into professional network and you want some super insightful things, with the detailed explanation, then you can get just follow me on LinkedIn. I hope you can find me with my name Mitu Roy. If you just search it, I have a good profile. You can find it. I think it will be the first result, I guess. I hope. So yeah. Here's a very powerful thing he's saying. So, how to look for the right person? He's saying that ask yourself, who are you? This is the most important question that we actually forget to ask ourselves, I would say. People really try to research about other person. We stalk the hell out of that girl that we are actually looking for, right? But we hardly actually see that who we are, right? You don't need to go to your social media handles to check that who you are, because most of the things maybe are nothing but staged, and all the great shots that you took for like 2 hours to put it on the Instagram. I think you should go inside your mind and go in depth and to see that who you are. That's all I'm saying, my opinion from just by reading this. So let me just read this. The answer to this decides what type of person you would want to bring into your life. The truth is, the more you know yourself, the more power you have to make a bad choice. After all, you can employ that knowledge about yourself, what kind of a person would be the best suited for who I am, and then look for only such people. So I think that's the best thing that you can do. So what kind of person would you think that will be best suited for you, depending upon who you are? Then look for that kind of person. So the more you know yourself, the better person you are going to end up with. So that's really important, right? So here is a nice tip. If you want a decent relationship, then you need to quit the bullshit of finding this fantasy people, the incredibly hot girl or the guy from the movies who is always around. You need to be realistic. What you're looking for should be based on who you are right now and where you want to be. Okay, so that should be a journey, that should be a roller coaster ride. So it's not like that, okay, I want that fantasy girl or fantasy boy from that movie and I want the same person like this. The relationship will go nowhere, right? Because I have seen some of my friends doing that, and honestly guys, I have seen like 0% success. If I could have seen 1% success, I would have just tell you that okay, this things works maybe for some exceptions, but I did not see any exception as well. So I totally agree on that. Let me know what you think about it. Right, so chasing this kind of dream or fantasy people does work on your life sometime or not. Maybe it's the luck, I don't know, but I don't think you should rely on luck for this kind of things, right? Yeah, just let me know your thoughts. So you can ask yourself that who you are professionally, so which you can find out by asking these questions. What is my ambition? What do you want to become exactly? Where do you want to reach, right? What are my current goals, short term and long term goals, to actualize the ambition mentioned above, right? What is the routine I need to achieve my goal? So this is very important, I would say, because if you are in a relationship and then if your routine is something that is so much messed up, you need someone who actually can comply with this kind of routines, I would say. So yeah, I'm actually describing my own pain. It's not my pain, but this can be adjusted if there is an understanding. But yeah, but you need to you need to adjust it, maybe. Yeah, but this will be done if you're find if you know yourself better, you will somehow find that person. So see, I think it's impossible to find a perfect one even if you know yourself 100%, I would say. But you just need to adjust and makes things a little bit right. But you should not chase that fantasy which is not real, not even real, right? So you should be super realistic about that, super practical about it, and just go for it. So what are my dreams? Why do you want to achieve that, right? So this is the kind of things that you need to be asking. What is the nature of the line of work I have chosen? So maybe you have chosen things like civil services and all that, which may takes your attention a lot. Maybe you have chosen doctor or profession like doctors. So maybe you have chosen to be on an army. So just ask yourself that what is the work of line you have chosen, right? So how demanding is it? What's the scope for relaxation? At what age and with what skill set would you have achieved credible respect in your field or workplace? So these are the questions that will help you see the bigger picture, that where you will be and where you are right now in terms of your career, right? So that's really important. The questions above give you an idea of where you are and where you want to be. I just said the same thing. Okay, right? So now you ask the other person the same question: who are you, right? So it's not like that you are actually asking yourself this question, you actually ask that to the other person as well. Okay, so the first answer they will naturally go is what they do. For example, I am an engineer. The second answer is whatever gives them an emotional and or intellectual identity. They might cite race, religion, nationality, belief system, ideologies, causes, etc. The third answer is the most important. It is data that deals with their choices. That's the very important, I think. Yeah. Okay. The third answer is the most important. It is data that deals with their choices, decisions, and actions to which you must pay serious attention. Okay. I'm learning things here, right? So I'm just reading as it is. What they do as a career does not matter. Okay. Yeah, obviously people, because careers can be different. What they say they believe in does not fucking matter. Okay, it also does not matter how attractive they are, means shit. Oh yeah, obviously it is what they have done and have been doing that shows you who they are. Yeah, again he's saying that we need to focus on the action of the person that you want to be. Focus on the action that they are performing, that they have been doing, and that they are already doing. So that's you should be focusing on, right? What they believe, because belief can be different, right? I can believe on some one party, maybe in a political way. Some my partner can believe on another parties, or maybe she can believe that, okay, that is not right, I'm seeing that, okay, I'm seeing it in a different perspective. This can be different, right? He's saying that we should be focused on what the partner, what that guy or girl is actually doing or have been doing. So yeah, so therefore what you look for is, do the choices, decisions and actions they have made in their past and are making in the present ensure the safety and support of your current purpose in life, right? So the decisions that they had made in the past, so look at those kind of things. I think for that you need to spend some time with the person. It's not like that you should go for like, okay, I have just seen you, I'm in love, let's get married then. What patterns do you notice when looking at what they have done and have been doing? So when we do something, we actually do it in a pattern. Obviously, if you, even if you look at your past self, you may notice some pattern, and that happens because we as a human being obviously always follow this kind of patterns. We actually grow as a human being, but that pattern is always you can find it over the years. Do these patterns suggest an approach of carelessness, destructiveness, impulsiveness, or seriousness, self-control, and an attempt at stability? So these are the things that you need to be just keep in mind, right? Whew, that's that's a good explanation, I would say. Okay, let me just read more. So he's saying that we are not playing the game of probability when we know that who we are, and actually we are targeting that person whose whose action does make sense to us. We believe that, okay, these are the kind of person that needs to be there in our life. And even if you get the rejection, then obviously just come back to the same formula. Rejections are normal and people are weird. So these are the two things that you need to keep in mind. That's amazing by Shweta Gangar, I would say. I have really liked this. So just think of, just make sure, know that people are weird. They you don't have the actual data about themselves. So this is the same thing, right? Okay, that's amazing. I really liked it. Okay, so with that we have completed chapter 6 and we are going to read the chapter 7. Okay, I don't think chapter 7 is might be a very small chapter. Yeah, like 1 2 3 4 5 pages only, guys. So yeah, I will be completing in around like 7:15. So yeah, with that, let's just read. Okay, so this chapter is all not about rejection. This chapter is all about like seeking for approval. So he says that we might be tired reading previous chapters. Yeah, obviously, yes, I am, honestly speaking, and I was really happy that he could sense the reader. That's amazing, right? Because he was keep talking about rejection. I was like, okay, No problem. Because in books, because it was very hard for me to find out that okay, whether this specific chapter is related to the rejection or not. Honestly, guys, if I'm not living in reading live, I sometimes skip some chapters which I think don't resonate with me, because your time is precious, and you should not spend your time with in something that is not relevant to your life. Yeah, you may say that okay, that may comes to we may get some relevance in future, we may connect dots and everything like that, but I think sometimes you should not just give into it. You just focus on the thing that you really like to solve, and when you get some time, you just read something different, right? Because when I get some, I read about the science fiction and different kind of astrology, I would say. So I read mythology because I have interest on it, so I don't care. Okay, I don't always need to read this to grow my intelligence. And honestly speaking, guys, mythology gives me a lot of intelligence. It gives me a lot of perspective about how to take decisions that mythology actually teaches us, because all the people were there in the mythological characters were like, they were so much sane, I would say. And they were insane people, obviously, but those sane people can teach you a lot of stuff that you can't really get in any self-help books, I would say. So I have been reading recently Sita, the warrior of Mithila. So if you know about the Indian culture, there is Ram, and Sita is the wife of Ram. So, and how her character is, how much strong her character is, I came to know only by reading that book. Because in the there was a TV serial about Ramayan, but Sita was portrayed very differently in that. But the book is saying totally different thing, and I quite like this book. So yeah. Oh, let's just read today. So let's not talk about that. That's the topic of another day. If you really want me to speak all this kind of thing, you can just follow me on the Instagram. All the social handles will be now on the screen. So just follow me there. You don't need to just listen to me all saying all this thing here in the live, right? Well. So this is all about we as a child want a verification, validation that okay, we are doing something right. So this keeps going on in life, and it starts getting bigger and bigger in life. So this chapter is all about that, and it's a very small chapter. It says that the more we grow, that this actually starts getting bigger. We need more validation, even if we know that okay, it's right. We need validation from others, that others to validate okay, that what we are doing is correct, right? Okay, so with that we have completed the chapter 7, and I'm quite excited that we are able to do it in very short amount of time today. So thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Have a good day, and if you have anything to say, just message me on Instagram or Facebook or wherever you like to, because I'm active everywhere.